Everyone thinks corporations pay taxes where they make their profits. They're wrong. For decades, some of the world's largest tech companies operated a sophisticated, multi-layered strategy to minimize their tax obligations. This wasn't about illegal evasion, but rather intricate legal maneuvers exploiting differences in international tax laws. At its core lay two strategies, the double Irish and the Dutch sandwich. The double Irish arrangement, primarily utilized by American multinationals, involved setting up two Irish companies. One, incorporated in Ireland but tax-resident in a low-tax jurisdiction like Bermuda or the Cayman Islands, held the intellectual property. The other, an operational Irish company, paid royalties to the first for using that IP. These royalty payments significantly reduced the taxable income of the operational Irish company. Since the first company was resident elsewhere for tax purposes, those royalties were largely untaxed by Ireland. This effectively shifted profits from high-tax countries to a tax haven legally. Then came the Dutch sandwich. To avoid Irish withholding tax on those royalty payments to the tax haven, the money was routed through a Dutch company. Dutch tax law allows for royalty payments to be made without withholding tax, provided certain conditions are met. So the operational Irish company paid royalties to the Dutch entity, which then paid those same royalties to the Irish company that was tax resident in the tax haven. Like a sandwich, the Dutch company was the filling between the two Irish slices, effectively moving profits tax-free through Europe. This intricate structure allowed companies like Google, Apple, and Facebook to report billions in profits in low-tax jurisdictions, dramatically reducing their global corporate tax bills. For instance, in 2014, Google reportedly saved over $3.7 billion in taxes using these tactics. The impact was substantial, sparking considerable public and political outrage. Critics argued that these strategies starved national treasuries of vital funds, placing an unfair burden on smaller businesses and individual taxpayers. Governments began to feel immense pressure to act. Under international scrutiny and pressure from the European Union and the OECD's BEPS initiative, Base Erosion and Profit Shifting Ireland eventually announced in 2014 that it would close the double Irish loophole, with a transition period ending in 2020. The era of these specific strategies began to draw to a close. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research. Subscribe to unravel more complex financial mechanisms and the stories behind them. This video is for educational and informational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research.